Hi, my name is Liza, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be doing a practice that surrounds itself around the theme of embodying freedom or manifesting freedom by releasing comparison and competition. We definitely live in a world and in a society that success sometimes is defined by how better or how much better we are from the person next to us. We live in a society where we're always trying to one up other people, where there's a lot more competition or talk of competition and less collaboration. So for today's class, I really want to focus it in on you just simply not competing, or if you are going to compete, stay on your own mat and compete against yourself, compete against your own journey, compete against what you are doing with your life, and try not to focus on other people's experiences, because in focusing on other people's experiences, you are taking all the joy, all the freedom, all the mystery away from your own. So we'll be focusing on hamstrings as well as core work to really kind of, especially when it comes to balance work, balance, you really have to focus on your own journey. And we'll be kind of training the mind with this embodying yoga practice to focus on your mat, focus on your journey. Nothing else matters but you and your own race. So with that, let's pull an affirmation card. My heart is filled with eternal gratitude. I count my blessings and give thanks for all that I have. My heart is filled with eternal gratitude. I count my blessings and give thanks for all that I have. And I think that's the perfect intention or perfect affirmation to begin this practice. When we focus on what we have, when we focus on what we do, what we are, what we deserve, what we are worthy of, we're not focused on anyone else's stuff. We're focused on our own stuff. So with that, let's go ahead and dive on into a child's pose. Taking a nice big deep inhale into the back. And exhale. Let everything else go. Breathing in and sighing out. Repeating the affirmation to yourself, I am enough. No one can take my success away. My journey is unique. And let all the desire to compete, to compare, to not feel like you're enough, just let it all go on every inhale and every exhale. Grounding down through the fingertips. Go ahead, slowly come into tabletop position. Curling the toes under. See if you could go ahead, reach the right heel on back, and then begin to send the right heel forward and back, making sure that that left knee is directly underneath the hip. Making sure the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. And then go ahead, slowly come up all the way onto the right ball of the foot and reach the right heel on up, sending the left fingertips forward. Big deep inhale, gentle exhale. Taking a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Place the left hand on down. Draw the navel on in and see if you can just send the left foot gently out like a kickstand as you reach the right hand on up towards the ceiling. Gazing up towards the ceiling, looking forward or looking down, depending on how your neck feels today. Just focusing on today, not where you were yesterday, not where you want to be tomorrow. Just focusing on today. Big deep breath in. Sighing it out. Last big deep inhale. And exhale. And release the right hand on down. Sweep the right foot all the way over to the side, sending that left ankle or heel and back in alignment with the knee. And then go ahead, slowly sweep the right hand on up, and then thread the right hand underneath the left armpit. Inhaling to sweep the right hand on up, and exhale to thread. 2 more times. And last time. Inhale to reach the right hand all the way on up. And then go ahead, swim the right hand on down. Walk the fingertips as far forward as possible, bowing on down. Make sure all 4 corners of the right foot is grounded on into the yoga mat, or I should say to the floor. And just release all that doesn't serve you. Inhale. And exhale. Trust your journey, let go. Last big deep breath in. And exhale. And go ahead. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulder. And then can you step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, or just take a hold of the right leg and then step it to the outside edge of your yoga mat. Walk the left foot as far back as, or I should say left knee as far back as possible using the toes. And then send the hips back and forward, back and forward. Warming up the hamstrings. Two more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Last big deep inhale and exhale. From here, go ahead, ground down through the right foot and then step the left foot to meet the left hand and come into forward fold and just sway from side to side. Breathe, letting go, taking hold of opposite wrist forms or elbows as you sway. Just gently taking your time, feeling a nice stretch in the hamstrings as well as the back. Last big deep inhale. Last big deep inhale. And exhale. Releasing the hands on down. Ground down through the feet and slowly come to roll vertebrae by vertebrae, one at a time. Brilliant. Transfer the weight into this right foot. Feel the left toes become nice and light, and just see where your balance is today. Your balance changes every single day. So again, embodying where you are at every single day, releasing comparison to where you want to be or where you were yesterday, just knowing where you are today, knowing that that is enough. Maybe filling your heart with gratitude, even if you fall, for just being able to be here. Last 2 breaths, inhaling and exhale. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Great. Go ahead, slowly ground down through that left foot. Transfer the weight into the left foot. Feel the right toes get nice and light. Maybe you're here, maybe you're swinging back and forth, maybe you're just lifting the right foot and placing it down, but just test where your balance is today. Two more breaths, and if you fall, come back in. Inhale and exhale. Last big deep breath in. Exhale. Release the right foot on down. Gaze in front of you. That is where your drishti is. Drishti is that main point of focus that keeps you in balance. Your drishti also comes up off of the yoga mat when it comes to focusing on your own race. Go ahead, slowly inhale, reaching the arms on up. And exhale, swan dive the hands all the way on down. Inhale, come up onto the fingertips, gazing forward, or maybe slide the hands towards the knees. And on an exhale, go ahead, release, forward fold, and step it back into plank posture. Grounding down through the fingertips, taking a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Last big deep breath in and exhale. And go ahead, press up and back, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the leg. Begin to breathe in a way that feels absolutely good. For downward dog, keep spreading through the collarbones and the shoulder blades. Keep sending the hips up as you reach the heels on down. We're still stoking the fire. Taking a nice big deep inhale here and exhale. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Great work. Go ahead, slowly come into plank posture. And then release the knees on down. Great work. Let's come into this on the opposite side. So reach that left heel on back and then begin to send it forward and back. I almost forgot that we're going into the hamstring and the Achilles tendon. Breathing in and sighing out. 2 more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Go ahead, slowly send the shoulders over the wrists, lift the left heel up towards the ceiling, and then reach the right hand on forward. Find that balance. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, hold, stay strong. If you fall, come back in, focus, really focus on yourself presently. Nothing else matters. Last big deep inhale and exhale. And release the right hand on down. Stacking the left hip over the right hip, come into a modified Vashisthasana side plank. Big deep inhale. And gentle exhale. Last big deep breath in and exhale. And release the left hand on down. Sweep the left foot all the way over to the left side. I'm gonna move over just a little bit. And then go ahead, see if you can reach that left hand on up. And then thread the left hand underneath the right armpit. Inhaling to reach. And exhaling to thread for 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Sweep the left hand on up towards the ceiling and swim the left hand on down, walking the fingertips as far forward as possible, bowing on down, grounding down through all 4 corners of the left foot, taking a nice big deep breath here. And sighing it out. So to get deeper into the hamstrings, and the reason why I chose core and balance postures isn't just because of the theme, it's because the core warms up the hamstrings. The fire of the core warms up the hamstrings. So we'll be nice and prepared for splits and balance postures. Take a nice big deep breath here and sighing it out. And then walk the hands underneath the shoulders and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand as you curl the toes under and walk that right foot on back, getting a nice stretch in the right quadricep muscle. Grounding down through the fingertips, begin to rock forward and back, forward and back. 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Last big deep breath in and exhale. Ground down through all 4 corners of the left foot. Step that right foot to meet the right hand. Come into forward fold. Feel a nice hamstring stretch as you gently sway just slightly the hips and the upper body side to side, side to side. Sway the head yes for letting all good things come to us. Sway the head no, no judgment, no criticism, no comparison, no competition. Blubber the lips, release the jaw. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way on up, reaching them up towards the ceiling. Hands come through prayer. And release. Transfer the weight into the right foot, and then bend that right knee. Find your drishti, send that left knee to be in alignment with that left hip. Engage the toes. Engage the toes. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Stay nice and tall. Take a nice big deep inhale. And then exhale. See if you could step that left foot all the way on back. Give yourself a nice hug, sending the left forearm underneath the right. Maybe you can bring the backs of the hands together. Maybe you can send the palms of the hands together. Taking a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, melt the shoulders away from the ears. Last big deep breath in. Sighing it out. Release. Come into forward fold over that right leg. Walk that left foot on back if you need to. Big deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Big deep inhale. Exhale to fold. You can widen your stance if it feels better to get more length in that right hamstring. Taking a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Last big deep breath in and exhale. Ground down through the left fingertips. Sweep the right hand up towards the ceiling. You can gaze up towards the ceiling, look forward, or look down towards the yoga mat. Take a nice big deep inhale, draw the navel on in, and exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Last big deep inhale here, and exhale. From here, go ahead, slowly windmill the right hand down to the inside of the right foot. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Go ahead, slowly ground down through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, rise all the way on up. Hands come through prayer. And release. Inhale, bringing the hands to prayer, focusing on the drishti, the only thing that matters right now. Grounding down through the left foot, transfer the weight into the left foot, and then draw the right knee up towards the chest. Notice that your left foot is dancing, and it is all good. Just keep hugging the inner thighs in towards each other. Keep rising through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. If that left foot is dancing, it's all good. Keep breathing, keep staying strong. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Great work. Step the right foot on back into your lunge. This is tricky. If you start to fall, you can always widen your stance. You could always pivot the right foot on down onto the yoga mat. Send the right arm underneath the left arm. Give yourself a hug or come into eagle arms. Taking a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach the fingertips on up. Exhale, melt the shoulders away from the ears. Last big deep breath in. And sighing it out. Ooh. Go ahead, release the hands on down to frame the left foot. Slowly see if you can walk the right foot further on back. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead, straighten in the left leg, bowing on down, getting a nice stretch in the left hamstring. Stay strong with me and just breathe, releasing to the present moment. Again, nothing else matters. Just you being here, just you trying. You are enough. Big deep inhale. Gentle exhale. Ground down through the right fingertips. Sweep the left hand up nice and high, getting a nice twist. Inhale, lengthen from tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, draw the navel on in, twist a little bit deeper. Last big deep breath in. Exhale. Swim that left hand on down. Step the right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. Go ahead, inhale into flat back. Exhale, release, step back, plank posture. Last part of this sequence. Go ahead, press into the hands and press up and back, downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and slowly inhale the right heel on up. Then draw the knee towards the nose, sending the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, reach the right heel on up. And then send the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, right heel on up. And then send the right knee to the left elbow. You can then release the right knee on down. Come into a modified side plank, just like we did at the beginning of the class. Or maybe you want to send the right foot behind that left foot and come into a variation of plank. Maybe you want to stack the left foot on top of the right. Maybe you want to take a hold of the left knee. Maybe you want to bring two peace fingers around that left foot and then send that left leg up. Your choice. Focus on you. Take a nice big deep inhale, and I'm going to come back here. Exhale. Last big deep breath in. Exhale. Great work. Go ahead, slowly release your plank from wherever you are. Bring it back into regular plank pose. Again, opposite side. Downward facing dog. Almost done. Inhale, left heel up. And then exhale, draw the knee towards the nose. Inhale, left heel up. Draw the left knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, left knee up, or left heel up. Draw the left knee towards that right elbow. Go ahead, send it to center, release it on down. Play around with your planks. Maybe we're sending right foot behind the left. Maybe we're taking hold of the right knee. Maybe reaching that right heel up. Lift the hips nice and high, stay strong. I'm staying in modified. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and sighing it out. Last big deep breath here. Exhale, release. Come back into plank. Release the knees. Down, take a child's pose. We should feel nice and warmed up for our splits practice. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. All right, from here come into downward facing dog. Go ahead, inhale the right heel up. Step the right foot in between the hands and come into warrior 3 or supported warrior 3. This is one of my favorite balance postures. From here, maybe you come into regular warrior three. Focus, breathe. Inhale, exhale. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands on down. Step the left foot far on back. Release the left knee on down. If you have your blocks, your books, whatever feels nice and solid, you can go ahead and play with those for this splits practice. Rock on to the right heel of the foot and maybe wiggle or slide it on forward, flexing the toes up towards the ceiling, making sure the left hip is over the knee. Taking a nice big deep breath in. Exhale to fold. You can stay here, or you can begin to go a little bit deeper. Walking the foot, both feet, sending them further and further away from the center. Keep hugging the inner thighs in towards each other. Walk the hands towards the hips, open up in the heart space. Maybe bring the top of that left foot on down if it feels good. Taking a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Stay strong. Remember, stay on your own mat. Do not compare yourself to me, to where you want to be, to where you were yesterday. Last big deep inhale. Exhale. Great work. Go ahead, lift the right foot and send it back underneath. Let's take it on to the opposite side. That was our peak pose, or peak poses. Let's go ahead, come back into downward facing dog. Inhale the left heel up. Step the left foot in between the hands, ground down through the left foot. Fly into warrior three. You can always try supported warrior three with the fingertips on down, maybe blocks underneath the hands, and we can play with that. But you don't need blocks. If you don't have them, it's all good. If you fall, come back in. Fight for the right to make mistakes and learn and keep going. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. Last big deep breath in. Exhale, step the right foot all the way on back. Bring the right knee on down. Come into half Hanumanasana, a runner's lunge or a half split. Wiggle or slide the left foot on forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. You can stay here in your runner's lunge, right hip over the knee, or you can come deeper into the split. Notice that one side may feel a little bit tighter than the other. Clearly my left side is tighter than my right. I can spend more time on my left side if I want to, but I'm not gonna compare and say, oh, my right side is better. Just because the left side's a little tighter, big deal. They're both on their own journey, both sides. 2 more breaths, or let's make it 3. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in, sighing it out. Last big deep inhale, exhale. Go ahead, wiggle, slide, lift that left foot and send it back underneath the hips. We are done, my friends. Sweep the legs in front. Take a forward fold. Take a moment of gratitude. I believe the affirmation was, my heart is filled with eternal gratitude. I count my blessings and give thanks for all that I have. Inhale, reach the hands up, and exhale, fold. You have so much, whether that class was challenging for you or accessible or something in between, whatever that is, you are enough. You're here. You're on your journey. That's enough. No one really succeeds or goes far solely by just competing. And if they do, it takes out all the fun out of your own journey, all the authenticity. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, release a little bit more. And And when you are ready, inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees, come into Shavasana with me. Let go. Marinate in all of your hard work. No one can take your success away from you. No one is like you. You are unique. Your journey is unique, and you have so much to feel fulfilled. And to feel absolutely grateful. Let go. Release. You can stay here for as long as you wish. But if you would like to move on and you feel satisfied with your practice, you can bend the knees, roll on to the side, and press on up to a comfortable seated position. I so thank you for practicing with me, for practicing freedom, releasing comparison, releasing judgment, competition. You are unique. You have so much to be grateful for. You have so much to feel successful about. Stay on your own yoga mat, my friends. Om Shanti Shanti Peace. Have an amazing rest of your day, your night, your week, or weekend. Namaste.